Hello traders, this is Rich Derrick from tradesight. This is the afternoon look at the scans for the major market leading stocks. This is going to be for this coming session, Tuesday, March 19th, 2013. We got a session today where we're down for most of the major averages across the board, but we have a bunch of buy conditions. There's quite a few camouflage buy signals popping up here. This is where we're down more than one day in a row, and also are down but closing above the open. So to some extent the bidders won the bar. So definitely keep an eye on these camouflage buy signals. We're going to see more of them as we scroll down the list here. A couple of points of interest. A lot of volume in Apple today. That followed through to the upside off of yesterday's, or rather Friday's pivot. But today we're getting a camouflage differential. We're getting a differential sell signal, so keep an eye on this for a little bit of distribution tomorrow. Had a nice long play in the afternoon today, but I have a feeling that it's going to start having a little bit of trouble, especially if it gaps higher tomorrow. Baidu, pretty good volume there today. Keep an eye on that again tomorrow. Had a nice long play in that. eBay, good volume as well. And there's also a lot of volume here today in Juniper, so keep an eye on Juniper. That was a real strong close, 6% above the open. Fortunately, no signal either way in Juniper for tomorrow. One other thing that you might want to keep an eye on is Qualcomm. We've got a camouflage buy signal on a volume bump. So definitely keep that on the list for tomorrow. Take a look at the financials. The financials are definitely better to buy. Here we've got a number of camouflage buy signals and a couple of CPSs and one differential buy signal. So for sure, we're better to buy in the financial patch. Very strong close for Morgan Stanley, 3% above the VWAP. We got a volume bump in Visa, the letter V. Onto the energy stocks. The energy stocks are better to buy. They're the camouflage variety, which are not quite as strong as the CPS variety, but definitely want to check for clean breaks. Look for breaks in these over last week's highs, particularly. Got some good volume today in Schlumberger. Schlumberger was fairly weak. 1.25% or so below the open is where they sent that one out. Onto the generals, mostly populated with camouflage buy signals here. The shares of Hewlett Packard closed very strongly, 2.5% above the open and on volume. We do have a differential sell signal, so keep an eye on that for some distribution tomorrow. Housing stocks, a little bit better to buy. We got 3 camouflage buy signals, but none of them are on increased volume. Transports, we've got a few CPS signals to the upside, so definitely keep an eye on these. If you look at the way they finished, they were fairly consistent here. 1 to 1.5% above the open. The weakness is mostly in the commodity patch here, for a variety of reasons. A lot of these precious metal stocks gapped up looking for a place for money to hide, and they didn't really hold up very well throughout the day. So we do have some camouflage sell signals over there, but on balance, overall, we're better to buy. All right, so as always, thanks for listening, and this has been Rich Derrick for tradesight. Hope to see you again soon.